Okay, so we're gonna make handles. The first thing you wanna make sure is that everything is cleaned off on the outside and the inside of your pot, because it's gonna be a lot easier to work with this if you don't have to go back and clean everything. Okay, I'm gonna start with like a quarter of a piece of clay, where you can squeeze this in your hands and just kind of rotate it to get a round piece. You can roll it in your hands after that, and then you can put it on the table. You want to roll from your fingertips to the heel of your hands. You want to roll all the way up and all the way back. Mine even hits like my arm sometimes. Let me move this cup. But I'm shooting for a piece. I'm gonna roll this where it's like a big coil, where you're thinking like, I don't know, as big as your finger. And then I'm gonna angle my hand so I am rolling more on this side, so I can make a shape that's more like a carrot. So something that's skinny to something that is big, similar to your arm or your leg, something that's going to be tapered. Okay. So after I do that, I'm going to take the heel of my hand, which is soft, and I'm going to tap this. I'm even going to flip. Okay, do the same thing and round this side out. I can look at the edges and kind of smooth those out. Okay, and this is going to give me a nice round handle, okay, that's going to be comfortable to hold something with. Okay, I'm going to cut like the top part of this off. So I'm going to cut this section off and cut something off the bottom, because this is going to be bigger than I need, and then I can shape this into a handle shape. Okay, so I could put this, oops, like on the side. Okay, and so you would need to score and slip where this is touching, and you would need to score and slip down where this is touching. Okay, and then the one up at the top, you're gonna need some type of like little reinforcing coil. So something like this that we would want to put around the outside of that, and then you would blend it and make it disappear. Okay, so it needs to be on the top one. It doesn't have to be on the bottom. Okay, so this is pretty basic, pretty simple. For the top, for me, there are a couple things that I do for a handle. I don't like the handles to go like above the pot. Let me show you. Where this part goes above, because then I can't flip the mug upside down and have it actually sit level. Like, I like it to be either level with the pot or like below. Okay. The other thing that you have to do, at least measurement wise, you want to make sure that this mug, you're going to be able to pick something up after. So you need this to be at least 2 fingers like deep, okay, or wide. And then if you can fit 3 fingers in this right now, you're going to be able to fit 2 in it later. Okay, so it's going to roughly, it's going to shrink that much. So if you want your entire hand to fit in this, most likely that's not going to happen. Okay, so you're going to have to make this a bigger handle. Okay, so this is just like a simple, okay, kind of shape. Let's put that there. Okay, something that you could do. Let's see if there's any other ones that we could make. So again, roll that carrot kind of shape. And this definitely is giving me more than I need, so these might be a little bit big. So let's cut this part and cut this part. So what if I have this where I have a handle that fits like this. Okay, so I tuck both of those in, so I end up with something shaped like that. Okay, so that's changing the shape. Okay, we could do, let's do half of that. Okay, so we could also do a handle, but then the bottom part of this does something different, right? So we could do a smaller piece, but it has like a curl on the back, right? So there's another variation. Okay, and that one you would have probably one finger in at the end versus like your whole hand. So tap those, don't use your fingertips because that's going to leave like dents where your fingers were. Okay, so what if we did, let's think about this. So you could flip and have this go the opposite direction. So you could have a handle that is shaped like this. All right, so it would go up against the side just this direction. And I did flip it. I made the bigger part at the bottom. Okay. Let's see. If we did the bigger part at the top, there are things called, they actually have a name. You probably have seen them on a cup. They're called a thumb lug. It's like what your thumb rests on. So let me put this on real quick. So this handle would go on, but then you would also have like it's probably too little, like a piece that fits that your thumb actually like rests on. So it's like, it's got a place that your thumb sits. Okay, so that's kind of something that some people will do, is have some type of like rest for your thumb. Let's see, I've got 5. Okay, so I don't know if that one's bigger for what I have in mind, or big enough. Let me do one more. So what about one that is, I still like them to have like a thinner spot down at the bottom, but what if, we did one where this is a little more squared off? So like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make one, let's put this, let me scoot stuff up. If I made this attach here and then I have it attach like down here, so I end up with something that's a little more square. Okay, do you see that? So that could be another version where I have this like squared off, which that might actually match kind of nicely with the square on the bottom of this. Okay, so I don't know if I can see them all with this. Okay, so just roll far enough up and far enough back. Tap the top and the bottom, and then smooth it out. And then again, trim the top, and then figure out, I mean, you could even wait to trim this part. Okay, so let's think. We were making some other type of mug. We could have something more towards the bottom. We could have this all the way even, like rolled up like this, which would be kind of, the side of that looks kind of neat. Okay, so that you would be able to attach it. You could score and slip it together like back here, and then you could score and slip it on the top. Okay, so another version, what am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see about this little one. Lovely. Okay, so this little one, what else could we do? If you go, this is where I could probably show you on this one. I'll have kids who will want to put like a handle on like this. Okay, and if you look, this is going to be way too tight. Like once you fire this and everything shrinks, this is not going to fit. Okay, so you're going to have to make sure that you have, you know what I mean, twice the amount for your fingers to go back there. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so this would be, okay, number 8. If we can figure out, I don't like things to go like over the top, because I feel like if they do and you flip this over here, then it's going to rock like when you flip it over when I dry things. That's not really a good thing. So let's see if we can think to. Okay, so give yourself enough room. This clay is pretty soft, so it should be fine to like get a good coil from that. You don't want to go so skinny, and I almost feel like I have on this one. I'll have people who want to do like pieces like this, okay, where it's like really awkward, like very skinny. If you have this on here, it's such a small area that distributing the weight of the mug is not gonna work. It's gonna hurt your fingers because it's gonna be pressed on such a small section. So this would be something I would avoid, something so skinny. Okay, something that's really close, right? We want to avoid. And let's see, this one probably will work. Let's see about that one. Now you could leave the bottom of this if you wanted to pointy. That might be a good variation. I don't know if this is big enough at the top. I don't feel like it is. Really, you want at least, I think, 1/2 inch up there. Sometimes when it's soft, you roll too much, or it takes a while